In Central Asia, a developing nation such as India, the society is very patriarchal. Furthermore, the situation is so bad that according to UNICEF, the child sex ratios, female births are declining rapidly. To add on, women are severely criticized by society and media for expression of opinion.
So, Somalia is a low economically developed country. In the nation, lives of women are horrible as they are declining the freedom of expression. The Gender Inequality Index for Somalia remains 0.776 out of 1, in turn placing Somalia at the 4th highest position globally.
In the United States, studies show that women spend double the amount of time that men spend on housework, averaging on about an extra 8 hours a week as of 2010. Even if a woman is employed or highly paid, they don't do less of the housework.
Gender equality is a fundamental provision for the full indulgence of human rights by women and men, and the promotion of gender equality is a worldwide obligation.
Freedom of speech is a fundamental value that aids the freedom of a person as an individual or communities. It helps them express their opinions and ideas without the fear of retaliation.
For freedom of expression, non-disclosure agreements are often used to prevent victims of most types of discrimination from ever reporting such incidents. A report in 2018 proved that women still face discriminatory treatment in regard to public speaking or debates, which means they're denied their right of approaching the public on their views.
This is informal, however, men who express their vulnerability and emotions still receive criticisms from society due to the given stereotype about them. They do not speak of this often in fear of condemnation. Again, it's informal, however, it's still very relevant in this society.
Sixth form. Do you encourage open-mindedness on gender equality? And why do you think it's important?
I think I do encourage open-mindedness on gender equality, specifically because since I was a child, I think that it's a misconception that men can do things better than women can, and I definitely disagree with that. Speaking from a personal perspective, my mother actually works in India, so she has a business there and she travels back and forth a lot. So growing up throughout the years, people have always questioned me that how does my dad take care of me, how is he able to do something that my mom can't, which she's meant to do.
This is Sarah from the sixth form.
What are the factors that lead to gender discrimination?
The main factors is probably socialization, which starts off when we're very young. So there's primary and secondary. So in the primary is when we're with our families, it's that kind of thing. And this is basically where the patriarchy is instilled. So ideas like, oh, boys shouldn't cry and girls should wear pink, these ideas start young and they start with parenting. Now this is basically where the whole socialization process occurs. It's where we learn about behaviors and what's acceptable in society. So I think one of the main reasons that gender discrimination is a thing is because of primary socialization, which is further developed in secondary socialization.
From year 12.
Do you think that your home country provides the right to the freedom of expression?
No, I believe my country does not provide freedom of expression. As saying it's India, my home country is India, and India is seen as a country of vast cultures and diverse people. But always when you see people in India, the freedom of expression is not there, especially when it comes to male and female, different genders.
Do you think this depends on gender?
Yes, it does depend mainly upon genders, as when you go into the internal India, which is towards the villages and all, there are different forms of they're not really diverse. The females or women's as just as a cause, they're home arrested, they're not allowed to leave their houses, they're bound to just housework, they're not allowed to express their feelings or thoughts to anybody outside not just outside the house, but outside the state or anywhere.
This is Nikita from sixth form.
Do you think that the importance of the issue of freedom of expression is valued around the globe?
It should be, but a lot of countries, especially with totalitarian regimes, they don't value that, and because of that, sometimes those societies don't advance as well, because because the freedom of expression for both genders helps both genders rise up in society. However, there is a downside to freedom of speech because some people can spread negative thoughts and negative opinions.
This is Noah from 6th form.
Do you believe that every country should allow freedom of expression to both genders?
So definitely yes, because freedom of speech is a basic human right that everyone should be able to access. And I feel that if you take everyone's opinion and as a society, that is something that will help you grow and enhance your life. So yes, I do believe that it is important that every single country should enable every single gender to have a freedom of speech.
This is Mr. Nassar, the head of science department.
Have you ever been a victim of gender discrimination based on the stereotype that men shouldn't be emotionally expressive?
I was not a victim, but I can tell that it's very difficult in some situation when you lose some persons, you lose someone who is very dear to you. You cannot express all your feeling always. You need to compress your feeling and you need to act, and people are believing that you cannot cry. So that was a difficult task.